Hi, it's Sherri from A Quilting Life, and today I'm here to talk about my Labor of Love sampler quilt. Now, you might have already heard about my Labor of Love Scrappy Quilts at the Heart of Home quilt book, which is publishing May 2020. But I also want to tell you about a fun sampler quilt that you can make. You will need the Labor of Love Scrappy Quilts from the Heart of Home book to make the sampler, but then I'm going to provide free PDF patterns for everything that you need to make the sampler quilt. And let me show you just a little bit more about the quilt in closer detail. So I wanted to give you just a little bit more information about this Labor of Love sampler quilt. The quilt actually has 12 blocks, and each of the 12 blocks are based on one of the 12 projects in the Labor of Love quilt book. And so for all of the blocks, you will need the book to make the block, but then there are going to be additional details that I'll give you. I'll be giving you 13 free PDF patterns, one for each of the blocks with the additional fabrics you might need, or the additional steps you might need to do, or what you might need to do differently from the book. And then I'll also give you a finishing PDF pattern. And I will also have the fabric requirements linked at the bottom of this video so that you'll know now what you'll need to make this quilt. And just for an example, this block right here is one of this will actually be the first one we'll be doing that I'll be releasing. And it will basically tell you, make one star block from pages in the Labor of Love quilt book, and then it will give you the information for this border that you'll need to put around it so that it will fit into the sampler quilt. So all of the blocks in the book are not the same size, but I had to make them into blocks that would all be the same size for this sampler. So sometimes it's really simple. Make one block, add the left and right borders, add the top and bottom borders, and you're done, and you're ready to move on to the next block. Sometimes, like with this one up here at the top, you might need to make 4 blocks so that the size ends up perfect for the sampler quilt. And other times you might make 1 block. With this one, I believe it was also 1 block and then a few borders. So it's going to be really fun. You'll be able to learn new techniques. There are some different blocks in the quilts that I'll have videos filmed for the technique. For example, the Grandmother's Flower Garden block. If you've never made one before, this is a great way to try it out because you only have to make 4 of them for this quilt. And I do have a YouTube video already filmed that walks you through the process of making this block. A lot of the blocks use strip piecing and simple construction methods, so it'll be really fun. And if there are any blocks that I don't already have a video filmed for, and I feel like you might need the extra help, I'll have those videos ready when the pattern's release. So I hope that you'll be interested in sewing along. The sampler quilt information is all going to be free, and I will keep you updated about that on my blog. I hope you enjoyed hearing a little bit more about the Labor of Love quilt sampler. This is really a fun quilt. I had such a good time making it, and I'm so excited to share it with you and to see all of the different ways that you will use the patterns in the book and for the sampler quilt to make this quilt. And I will link all the information that you'll need below, and I hope you'll subscribe to the channel, and thanks so much for stopping by.